Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. We are honored to have you on with us today. It's such a great movie to talk about. So much to discuss here.
Yeah.
And being that this is the first film about the gene, it's something that's in my family as well. So personally,
Oh, okay.
me.
Yeah. Amazing.
But when you get a script like this, you get scripts all the time. You must think, oh, well, this one I have to do, right?
Well, it's interesting that you said that it's in your family because I think that it's a very relevant, important piece that deals with a subject that people don't talk about.
No.
They don't talk about the ramifications of having to make that choice and how painful and traumatic it is to make that choice. And so I think it is valuable, and that's what drew me to it.
Yeah. And what was it about the story that just made you that really drew you personally to it?
Well, I don't have that in my world
Thankfully.
specifically. Yeah, I don't. But I understood how scary, terrifying that must be. And you know, I can't stand when I don't know the answer to a test. So to be told that I had this gene and I can either, eliminate certain parts of my body or face the fear on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. I understood what that must be like, not that I'm playing that role, but I mean, I understood that. And so I loved the mother's journey
Yeah.
from her alcoholism to her sobriety and her issues with both daughters, and each of them have very individual issues with their mother, so it was interesting to me on many levels.
Absolutely. And the set itself, even though the subject is tough one, it looked like a nice set with some really, really great people. You probably had a good time filming this one, right?
Well, I brought Barry in, Barry
Yeah.
Bostwick, because
Yeah.
I've worked with him, several times before, and I adore him. And a lot of my stuff was with him. I mean, a lot of my stuff was with the girls too, I think everybody worked hard to try to keep a lightness on the set, when we weren't shooting, especially in makeup trailer, where we could really laugh and be ourselves. Because once you get into this kind of material, it's really hard. It's hard on you as an actor, it's hard on you as a person.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, people have been looking up to you for years and going, see, that's what I want to do. But, you just make it look easy and say, hey, I'm part of the job. But what kind of advice do you give to those actresses that want to do what you do so well?
I'm a big one for studying. I grew up in New York. I grew up in Manhattan, and I started studying ballet when I was 6, and then I went into musical theater, studying it when I was 14, singing and acting. And I continued that. I continued. I auditioned for the Actors Studio when I was 17, and then I studied with Strasberg for 10 years. So I believe in that because I believe that having a solid craft allows you to withstand all the rejection that you're going to get, because there's a ton of it. And a lot of people either don't want to go that route, which is fine, but they also have a very difficult time accepting that it's 90% rejection. I remember my agent years and years and years and years ago, but saying to me after I lost a job, saying to me, and I was crying, and he said, it only takes one yes. That's all it takes is one yes. And it's hard for people to sustain.
Yeah, absolutely. So my co-host is Drew Pearson, one of our great Dallas Cowboys, caught the Hail Mary, went in the Hall of Fame. And the Hail Mary said its 50th anniversary. So he told me, I have to ask you your Hail Mary moment, the moment in your life or career where you just kind of had to go for it and it worked out for you. What do you suppose that was for you?
I have so many. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I have so many. I mean, honestly, I have so many that it's hard for me to identify one
true.
as being that moment. My first Broadway show when I was 17, my Cinderella when I was 18.
Mhm.
The Happiest Millionaire when I was 19. It's so Victor Victoria, I Clue. I mean, I just, it's impossible for me to. I just did a short film that I'm so proud of, and it's
Oh,
called Olive, and it's been starting the festival rounds, and the director won the Young Director Award in Cannes, and it's just beautiful. So that doesn't stop for me, being excited and passionate about something.
wow, that's beautiful. Well,
Mhm.
part of that is we talk about it on that show, that success mindset that you have to have. What do you tell yourself, or like especially in something like this that's kind of hard? What do you tell yourself that kind of keeps you on the right path?
You mean as an actor? What do I tell myself, or as a person?
Oh, I
Um,
guess I guess both.
they sort of blend. um, really, it's when I'm working, my focus is always on the work,
Hmm.
and before every scene, really, um, I get quiet inside, and I want to, and I remember that my goal is always to do the very best I can do and be, both on and off sets.
Hmm.
That's what's really important to me.
Yeah, wow. And on this set, was there a particular day, scene, or time that stood out to you where you're just kind of looking around thinking, I'm always going to remember this.
Well, the scene that the mother has with Danielle
Hmm.
while she's in an AA meeting, and she comes out and they have this confrontation. It was a very, very emotional scene to do, and for both of us. And for me, it was the standout moment for this character, my character, to let the audience know who she is, who she was, what she cares about, how she really feels. And so I would say that scene.
Yeah, absolutely. And what is it that you hope that people will take away or discuss after this? Because it's almost impossible not to talk about this one with somebody.
I'm smiling because my cat is playing with a toy that's noisy, but that's okay. Um, um, uh, the truth is, I would like people to let themselves explore the inner experience of making a decision like this, and what it takes to make a decision, how it affects the person making that decision, but how it impacts the entire family, uh, in many different ways. Because I think it will take this very issue out of the closet where it belongs. It belongs to be in the public forum, and it will help people make decisions like this, which are so painful and difficult to make.
Absolutely. Well said. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for the great answers. Great to talk to you. Look forward to talking to you again soon and seeing that short film.
Oh, please. I'm
Okay.
proud. Olive, that's the name of it.
Yes, Olive. Okay. Thank you so